Okay everyone, I'm going to show you how I do the A4 binders, lap books. Okay, so this is an A4 binder that I bought, and what you've got to do is actually try and get this out, so bear with me. You've got to do a bit of twisting and turning with a pair of pliers, get underneath there and pull it out. There we go. Don't worry about the holes that are in there. Okay, so that's the rings that I've just pulled out of the binder. Okay, so unless you want to use that for something else, recycle it some way, just put it aside. Okay, so this is what you're left with. Okay, you've got two holes there, but you've got a flat surface. And on the back, you can, sorry about the camera shine, you've got your two holes here as well. So now you can cover the binder. So for now, I'll just turn the camera off. Oh well, maybe not. I have this dress here that I happen to have bought from Lifeline, and okay, so that's a size 6. I don't know what size that's supposed to be in Australian or whatever. It doesn't look like it's an Australian size, but there's one sleeve on it that's still on it. I'll show you. Okay, get myself organised here. Okay, there's the centre of the sleeve just there. Alright, so there's one sleeve left on the dress. You can see the zipper, and on the opposing side I've already used the sleeve for something else. So I'll just zoom out a bit so that you can see the actual length of the dress. Just bear with me. Sorry. Oh, that's as far as I can go. Okay, so you can see the waist, you can see the hem. That's the other side. I've used a piece out of there, but that does not matter. Okay, and what I just found out is that you can slip this inside the dress. Alright, I'll just turn it around a bit. Now usually I have a double folded piece of fabric that I use for the A4 binders. Okay, so we'll just pull that down. Okay, now you can see that you can see the dress just there. There's the waist. That's the rest of the hem over here. See that? Sorry, I don't have enough room here, but this is the other side. Okay, so this is the sleeve over here, and there's your waistline, and see the zip up there? And we won't worry about the zip either. We will just make sure that we've got that covered there, like that. Alright, okay. Now, open this up. Just decide which side you want to use. It doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it being puckered or anything like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is pull that back down there a bit so that I can use, I'm not sure which way I'm going to do it, but this is real-time video, so you want to know how I do it. Okay, I'm not going to do it that way. I am actually going to go with hem. So I'm going to come up to here. Right. So that's what I've decided to use. So it's lined underneath. Now we've got overhang, which we can use to do a pocket. So we don't need to worry about that. And sorry, can't exactly see what I'm doing. Okay, what I was talking about is you've got overhang here. That's the edge of the binder just here. And I don't want to waste using that. So I'm going to keep that part and use it as a pocket. And this part up here, I'm actually going to cut that off just below that armpit there, so that will be used as a binder, and I think that it may have part of the zip in there with it as well. So I'll just pause for now and I'll cut that off, and then I will come back and show you the results. Okay, I'm just going to just rough this for everybody. I'm just cutting through both sides of the dress. Don't use your really good scissors to do this, it's not really important. Yep, a bit tough going through the zip. I'll just do that separate. Okay, and go back to this part. There's no need to be fussy with this because it's always tidied up. As long as you've got your base organised, you're fine. Just try and keep the two pieces of material together. Okay, and this is going to cut roughly underneath the other armpit. I'm going through some seam here, which is hard. Okay. Okay, that's that part. I'll just chuck that over there. Just trim that piece of edge off. Don't worry, pardon me, I just burped. Don't worry about that being rough. We'll go back down to this side. Just move those. Oh, it should be alright. Okay. Now just make sure you've got enough there that's covering this side of your binder, and you can do the same. I did have an old pair of dressmaking scissors, but I can't find them, so as I said, don't worry about the edges. Your edges are always fixed. Edges are always fixed when you do the rest of your decorations for the binder itself. bigger pair of scissors would have been better, but I don't have any. Not at the moment. Okay, I'm just going to go zooming through this top part here of the lace. And the bottom part, I'll just go through it. Yes, it's me hacking things. Sorry, I'm in my PJs as well. This is real time here that I'm doing this. It's cold right here now in Queensland, Australia. We're having quite a bit of rain outside, and it doesn't make anybody very happy. So there we go. So we've got the width of the binder. Now a lot of people, and the same with me, a lot of people do gluing or sewing. One's not any better than the other. It just depends on the situation that you're in, to how you want to finish up with it. So again, this is probably why I haven't done any live videos before, because now I've got the cogs turning on how I'm going to do this. So it's quite hard to use the video and explain what you're doing at the same time. So roughly what I would be doing is tucking, because this is the inside, I want the outside to look better. So I would tuck that edge underneath. I'd probably cut that bit of zip there so that it folded, or when I did glue it, I'd put a bulldog clip on there so that it stayed closed. Then I would bring this outside edge over. I'm just not sure. It's just very hard to explain from here, but that's the basics of it. And as I said, the rest is just thinking about it. Maybe even a good idea would be to just glue that in that side, which is the front edge, which you've got 2 layers of material. So glue that down first, wait for it to dry, then make sure that these 2 layers are done as well. So we'll just pretend that's done like that, and then we'll tuck this under this. Is just roughly showing you what I would do. Tuck that under the edge and glue it. Okay. Now, okay, it looks rough, but just remember, you can always change things. All endeavours in junk journaling are what I say, opportunities to do something a different way. There's never any wrong way, there's never any right way. There's only a way. So that's basically how that end would look. and maybe just another tuck. I would glue that there. So the edge would be like that. Now, the reason why, okay, that looks a bit gawky, it may do to you, but these edges will be secured, and then when you do the edging on your binder, this will be covered with decoration. So again, I probably just because I haven't glued anything down, it's just have a look at this end here. Tuck that under, tuck that up, and tuck that in. There's, you know, there's just a heap of opportunity to do something. Now, that's not perfect by any means, but that to me would be a pocket. I would make the most of the whole piece of dress material there and use this to my advantage, like that. And that piece up here, if there's a bit of overhang, I could actually sew along there. There's enough width for me to sew. So I would glue it first and then I would sew along the edge so that it was more stable. I would actually glue the parts of the dress to the binder. Okay, and this here, I would not waste that space. I would probably use it as a side tuck to put something in, and this would be another tuck there. We wouldn't be worried about this side at that point of making a tuck. But yeah, that's basically how it would be done. Otherwise, normally I would get a piece of can't remember what they're called, fat quarters, and you can get a fat quarter in the colour or print that you want, and there's enough that you can fold it over basically, and if you don't, you can always use two and use the leftover pieces as tuck spots, pockets for either side of your album, your lap book. So that's basically what I do, but I'll show you more when I've actually done what I was talking about, because it's too hard to try and do it with the sewing machine and everything right now. But A4 binder, lap book, this is how one of the ideas starts off. So as long as you've got enough material to cover your A4 binder and you've taken out the two rings that are in there, you're on your way to making one of my lap books. Okay, thanks for watching and stay tuned for an update on the next part. Bye.